Hello, Carrie Wall here. Today I want to talk to you about economic uncertainty. It is March 4th today, 2025. The US government, Trump, is announcing tariffs against Canada, and the BC government is releasing its newest annual budget momentarily, actually. And there is a lot of concern provincially and nationally, and probably across all of North America, about how these tariffs are going to affect government budgets, unemployment, jobs, cost of living, etc. I think cost of living is probably the number one concern that people have, voters, regular people, you and me, that we have about our governments. But I gotta say, I don't think it was mentioned enough during our provincial election when I ran a few months ago in the fall. I don't think we talked enough about economics. I know that there was like high level discussion between the leaders at the leaders debates and stuff about like we need economic growth. They talked a lot about economic growth, but that doesn't really mean anything when we live in a time when the economy is bigger than ever, that the incomes and the wealth of the rich have been growing faster than ever. We've actually got this like explosive, economy with a diminishing GDP, increasing cost of living, and worsening living experiences for regular, ordinary people like you and me. So when governments and politicians talk about the economy, they're not really talking about the same economy that you and I are talking about when we're thinking about the price of our groceries, the cost of rent, how to save for a down payment for a house, how to remortgage with inflation, the ways that we are directly impacted. Those aren't the ways that government and politicians are talking about the economy. And this massive disconnect is a problem. One thing that folks like you and me think about a lot is taxes. GST, income tax, the taxes we see at the gas pump. But one thing that's not talked about is the idea of a wealth tax. And how do we get money from the ultra wealthy who have exploded in their wealth since the start of the pandemic? We think about like taxation bad, we need less taxation. But what we need is less income taxation and more wealth taxation. This is a discussion that is fully missing from the media in general, and even with amongst the people I know. My concern, of course, as you know, is healthcare. My career is in healthcare. Healthcare, as John Rustad recently said, the leader for the BC Conservatives, he says, our healthcare system is in a shambles. And I don't know if that's exactly true, but we know that emergency rooms are shutting all over the province, including in the Lower Mainland. And just this week, the CEO of Interior Health came out and spoke about how recent caps on immigration from the federal government is going to mean less folks working for Interior Health, decreased services, more job vacancies. We use a lot of people who are new to this country in healthcare and all sectors, but I think healthcare especially is going to be impacted by this reduced immigration. So our healthcare, not doing so great. Tariffs, that seems like a threat. The new NDP budget that's going to come out very soon is going to be very pared down. They also want to control hiring. They want to control spending. And meanwhile, folks like you and me are having a harder time, and it doesn't seem like they care. We need to tax wealth, and more people need to understand that our cost of living is getting higher because the wealth of rich people is getting higher. They're not like two separate things. Rich people getting richer is making us get poorer. We need to fight back. See you next time.